All right, so as we prepare to move into full hybrid learning of going to cohort A and cohort B, I want to make sure that you are aware of what you need to do for this class because there's a couple of pieces that are really important. So the first thing is that we need to talk about file management. You are going to be working through two different computers. You're going to be using the computers at school when you're physically here, and then you're going to be using either a personal computer or laptop at home. Because of that, you need to make sure your files are accessible no matter where you are. So let's say you're using a personal computer at home. You have a desktop computer, it's plugged into the wall, you cannot bring that computer to school. When you're working with files in this class and you decide to save your file and stop working on it, even if you're partway through, you need to upload that file to your Google Drive. That way, if you come to school the next day, you have the most recent version of that file and don't have to redo work. Every time you pause to save your file and you are done working on it for that period of time, you need to upload it to your Google Drive every single time, no matter what computer you're on. So that way, as you're transferring between computers, you can be using the most up-to-date file from your Google Drive, which you can download. If you have a school laptop, you need to bring it to school with you every day. So you should be bringing that with you. And if you're still someone who has a Chromebook from the school and needs to trade out with a laptop, we will do that as soon as you are back to the school and we can get that done. In addition, you will now see two new Teams channels appear on the left of Teams. There will be, actually you'll see one of them because you're either in cohort A or you're in cohort B. So you're going to see a new channel appear and you will only see your cohort. And the reason for that is because you're now going to be doing two separate things. Cohort A and cohort B are going to start coming in on two separate days and essentially flip-flopping their work. So I'm going to start posting daily announcements of what you should be doing to those cohort channels starting this upcoming Thursday when we move to hybrid. So start checking there because normally the announcements have been on the general channel so far because everybody's been getting the same announcements, but now we're going to start seeing them show up on our cohort channel. In addition, you will need to download and install Adobe if you have a personal computer. So if you've received a school district laptop or you will be receiving a school district laptop from me, you will not need to install the Adobe programs because I've already done that for you. If you have a personal computer at home, whether that's a Mac or a PC, you will need to install the Adobe programs, and that's upcoming in the next few slides. So if you're somebody who has a district laptop, you can skip those slides for installing. If you're somebody who has a personal computer, you need to install those programs and follow along. And make sure that you're doing it correctly because if you don't go through the right steps, you can't install the programs. In addition, if you have a Chromebook, you cannot install Adobe programs on your Chromebook. Chromebooks do not allow Adobe programs to be installed, okay? And then lastly, as we move into hybrid, remember that the days that you're at home, you should be learning the content through interactive presentation lessons. So the first lesson, for instance, in Illustrator is going to be how to navigate and use the basics of Illustrator. You should be doing that lesson at home before you come to school in person. So that way, when you come to school in person, you're then working on the lesson or project, or the project or assignment that has been assigned to practice the skills and show your skills that you just learned in the lesson at home. So lessons are at home, assignments and projects are at school. That way, when you're here physically with me, I can help you with your project and lesson and challenge you and give you feedback and all those kinds of things, because otherwise you're just watching videos of me teach while you're physically here. All right, let's make the most of hybrid, and I'm super stoked to be having you here every other day.